How's the water out there? How are the waves? I did this for about 5 minutes before uh, doing it. I just cracked myself up. Yeah, you out there riding the waves? My soul surfing, I would say sisters, but siblings? Okay. Uh, so I I've got this feeling that I just feel like you're feeling strong, you're feeling grounded and centered, like or more so. That's the feeling I'm getting. Like oh, there's no urgent news, urgent message, or powerful like booming, except for one, and and it's a two-parter, and one part it's say it separate, and the other part is like go ahead and tell your example, but let people know they are separate, and you can interpret the first part on your own. Are you ready? And we'll get to some cards, and maybe we'll get to with this beautiful oracle people cards. It says, are you ready? Are you ready for this? It says, unlock the good. Unlock the good. And as soon as I heard it in my head, I knew what it meant for me. Confirmation burp, maybe it means it for you. I can't believe it. I actually got a confirmation burp. This is awesome. That's my second one in like 3 months. Okay. I've had confirmation gas, but different. It's different. Just be happy that this is just sight and sound. Okay? Okay. Unlock the good. For me, it's, because I'm still deep into this, you know, getting to the root of everything and figuring things out, and, what memories am I holding on to, and pain or whatever. I'm really not thinking I'm holding on to too much, but I realized last night that I've how do you say this? I've simplified my thoughts and my memories by going, that's a good one. That's a bad one. That's a person that helps me. That's a person that hurts me. And then suddenly the person who hurts me, uh, like that's all they are. It's like they're just the hurters. And it takes a while to get past all that. Like you forgive it, like, okay, that's I feel like in some ways forgiveness is just like a practical tool, that you use, like, okay, so you could still get along. But then like understanding where they came from, and like why they behave the way they do, because they went through the same kind of crap that we went through, and they've got their own pains, and so you're dealing with wounds and not the person, right? And so then I've done that. I've done that with all my enemies from the past, and but what I haven't done is go, oh, they're a whole person, and oh, they had this value, and we had this good time, and I learned this great lesson, and it was pretty powerful to me, that thinking. And I'll tell you what, I almost feel like it's kind of a sign for how I don't want to say healed, but like how well you're dealing with all of it, and if you're getting to a point where you can look back at someone that hurt you pretty good, and be kind of neutral about that. Oh, two cards hit the floor. I'm gonna put those grounded cards off to the side and finish that thought. Yeah, and I had one particular influence in mind, and that runs deep, and I was like, there were good times, and so it's not all bad. And I'm not talking about love interests or anything like that. So if any ex-girlfriends are watching and they're trying to spy and see where I'm at mentally, you're fine. You're fine. Okay, so so that was the big message, and just to know that you're that there's good stuff out there to remember, not just the painful stuff to bash up against and learn about yourself and all that stuff. I got a little story to tell, and I'll wait till the end because I don't want to go 8-9 minutes before we start getting it. Spirit, how can you shut me up and get a message out? What is it? What do we want to talk about? You know what? You guys are feeling like, it just feels like you're making progress in the, like, I mean, that's the way it feels on this end, you know? And just this, when I think about you, I feel like, okay, they're feeling pretty strengthy and centery and more grounded. Is it because you're breathing and aware of your breath? Okay, here we go. Spirit, what's the overall energy of this read? Because I have no clue. Is it about the big topic? About unlocking the good? The devil, the fool, the Queen of Cups. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. Ooh. Okay, I'll show them to you the way they came out. They're centered, like... Well, my eyes are drawn to the Fool, even though the Devil was the first very intriguing card to come out. It was intriguing. The Fool is drawing my eye. I mean, it's the start, right? It's the start of something. Oh man, but it feels like, you know, there's a little bit left hung on, but there's so much progress has been made. I mean, this is my big progress, you know, heading this way. Especially with the cups. I mean, the cups, the emotions, the love. I love you. That's all I want to say. I feel like there's more about the Devil card in this one than just going, oh, you've got, you know, these self-imposed chains on you that, you know, you could take off anytime. You know, let's put it in context of the message, the unlock the good. And then we look at this card again and say unlock the good. Unlock the good, like let it happen. And then you're unfettered. Do you guys know that word? I didn't read my first book until I was 25, like on my own. And faked every book report, so my vocabulary is not robust, let us say. But this guy looks unfettered, and it's heading somewhere. It's heading there, you know. Or maybe this is a tool. Is this a tool for the Fool? Like right now you're in control of your emotions. You know, you understand them. You're not afraid of them. To face them, even the little ones that I mentioned this about a week ago, that I used to snuff out this weird little lonely feeling, and now I'm like, if it pops up, I'm gonna just check it out, honor it, whatever. That's more what it feels like. It's, since the Devil was the first one, if we go back to the old way I pulled out the cards by the book, which is never too far. I mean, that would be past, present, future, right? The Devil, you know, things had a hold of you. You were put in situations that you had to dim your light for. Look how dark it is. You had to dim your light for a while to get through and to do it, to do this earthly whatever, to manage, navigate people, you know, relationships, to get along, you know, and then somewhere in there it got dealt with, it got looked at. And, you know, it feels like that part, the Devil part, is kind of not a never ending, but like, I think it starts out as a big priority, but then it's like, as you stare it in the face, it becomes a lot smaller. And then you can be the Fool in any situation, and just like, this guy is not editing what he's saying. He's not editing what he's doing. He's just letting it rip, come what may. And this is either like a tool you've gathered along the way, or recently, or heading towards. That's what it feels like. This is like assisting you in that journey. Okay, Spirit. Is that what was wanted to be said? All right, what's next? What's next? Well, I like how this started. As you all know, this is a favorite of mine. I like it. I like it. You know what I feel about this? I'll say it for anybody that's new. I love the masculine, feminine, earthly, ethereal combo. It's everything, right? Like all the inner strength, like you pull on all of it. And if you ever saw Rocky 4, there was the training montage and where the guy was like beating on his stomach as he was doing sit-ups or something. And he was like, all your love, all your hate, all your whatever. And it was like calling him, and I didn't understand it as a kid. It's probably a little hokey even. Hokey even soaky. But yeah. The next card though is the 3 of Cups upside down. And that really feels like something fell apart, you know, like a relationship or a group, something with it being upside down feels like it fell apart. Not necessarily a bad thing, because 7 of Cups is the next one. And I know it can look like I don't know what to do. It's all up in the air, a little dark, but look at the choices. You know, you've got time to, you know, this kind of fell apart, but you got the strength. And I feel like the people I'm talking to, a little bit more mature, made some choices in the past, some dead ends, made some choices that were fruitful in the past, but maybe they didn't have meaning. So now it's time to really look and say, hey, what's out there? What's really going to fulfill me? Oh, look, I'm Italian. Oh my gosh. Speaking of Italian, somebody, not everybody, there's something about Italy. Yesterday, I meditated, and I got in a really cool state of mind, and I started seeing little snapshots of what looked like Italy to me, like, you know, in a city, like an older city with all the stone and the whatever. And I saw hanging baskets of flowers at a storefront, and there's like a big open area, stone, you know, roads or brick roads or whatever, cobblestone, I don't know. And there was an open area. Do they call it a plaza or do they call it a piazza? I don't know. I don't know Italian. I don't know Polish either, except for kielbasa. Yeah. So if anybody's Italian, going there, been there, I saw it. It looked, it was like a pleasant scene. So if you're going to Italy, I think you're going to have a good trip. I haven't watched the news for over 4 weeks, so I don't know what's going on in Europe right now. So maybe be a little careful on your planning if you have to. But yeah, I had some friends that went to Paris right after like the government was collapsed and people were striking and things, and they had a great trip. So I don't know. All right, so it's like, hey, you're strong. Some things have fallen apart. There are choices to make, and I feel like that's the important part, is to take a beat and, you know, maybe do 3 good sighs, and maybe ask for some help. You know, ask your heart for help. How about that? I'll say heart today. And yeah, let's talk about the choice you want to make, or the choices. Let's talk about the options. Spirit, tell us more about these options. King of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're gonna be fine. I mean, all we need now is like the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune, and the World, like all at once, you know. Let's look at these. I want to hold these up because they are beautiful. I mean, it feels so balanced, right? I mean, it's heavily pentacle and it's heavily uh, feminine energy, but it feels balanced. There's a king. Wait, that's the queen. That's the king. So we're kind of balanced there. Oh. Let's put this in the context of us. You. So this Nine of Pentacles. It feels like, man, in the context of the other cards, it feels like you've really closed out something. You know, I don't want to say you've got money taken care of, because who does, you know? Maybe for the time being, money's not a problem. You know, like, are you eating? Are you sheltered? Are you whatever? Do you understand how to make money? Like, you're not worried about it? Especially with the Queen of Pentacles right there. You know what? I want to read these kings and queens. These are the ones I want to read. I feel like this is the important, and all signs point read. I can't wait to tell you my little story. Okay, let's read the center one. Let's read the Nine of Pentacles first, because she is the center of these two things. Nine of Pentacles. Pleasure in one's own company. Oh, that is awesome. Accomplishment, security, success, insight, judiciousness. So it feels okay. Here's when I read it, it makes way more sense. I said in the row before, like, there's something that's fallen apart, and it's a-okay. It's a-okay. And in here, it's more like, hey, you know, it says pleasure of your own company, success, whatever. And maybe the next endeavor is kind of a solo, you know. I feel like there are a lot of rock bands that are watching me. I feel, because I give off that rock energy, right? Like, and I know Guns N' Roses chiropractor for 8 years. So, you know, and he works on Bon Jovi as well. So, and I met him, so I feel like I have that kind of energy. No, but this is feeling like real secure in themselves, in yourself. This is hard earned. You know how many cards of Pentacles you had to go through before you felt like this? You earned them. You earned them, every one. But the next leg of the journey, there's something that you're going to be doing alone. And it feels lucrative. It feels not lucrative. That's the wrong word. It feels like it's going to pay in dividends. It's going to pay well, like plus interest kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know what it's about, but look at what's not like on both sides of this thing. King and Queen, Pentacles and Cups. You're ready for this. It just means you're ready. You've got like, if I show those 3 cards and I go back with the Strength again, it's just like, wow. Okay. What more? What more? Any last thoughts? We already know. And you know what? This is 3 readings in a row where it's like, dude, something successful is about to pop. Can you tell us, give us a hint, Spirit, about what kind of thing this is? I mean, specific details and dates and numbers would be great. Oof. All reverses. Spirit doesn't want to give it away. That's 8 of Pentacles, Justice, the World, all in reverse. And it's basically spirit saying, look, you're gonna find out on your own. You're gonna do the work, but it's worth it. This project, this endeavor, it could be a new job. It doesn't feel, this is not like a relationship, it's not a love thing, it's a creative thing that you've got to do, want to do, like want to. And it's funny because before I hit the button, remember I said I did this for about 5 or 10 minutes? Because sometimes it takes me a little courage to hit the button, to just to start. And the last couple of readings, I said, hey, we're going fearless. We're gonna read these cards. We're not gonna ask for a message ahead of time or anything. And that's because I felt a little like, a little scared to start. And yeah, nothing bad. But it did tell me, just do the first step. Like, all you got to do is muster enough courage to do the first thing, the one thing, and an action, not what I've did for years and years and years was like, look it up and study it and get all the facts and whatever, and slowly tell myself all the reasons why I cannot do it. Right? And this is saying, F that, like, flip it on its head, just get in there and do it. And the courage you need is enough. You have the strength, you have the tools, and really, if you just say screw it, it flips. It just flips. And then you have the balance. You've got your 8 of Pentacles working away, and what you put out comes back to you, and you gain the world. That's the thing. But right now it feels a little upside down. Kind of, maybe it harkens back to that feeling a little confused about these choices that are up in the air. And none of this feels drastic. That's the best part. All of this feels like, hey, whatever you want. But like, is it a dream? Like, is it a dream thing that you've been working on? Is it the book? Like me, I've got one manuscript and one half started something, and never the twain. Yeah, whatever. That wasn't the right thing. I have a friend who mixes up all his sayings. Yeah, I'll tell those later. Okay, I'm gonna flip over the 2 cards that came out and hit the floor. We got the Page of Wands and the 10 of Cups. It's just, that's you. You're heading towards this. Boop, doop, 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 doop. Doop, 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 doop. Mwah. Doop, 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 doop. Okay. I promised I would not make kissy noises on here, because I heard somebody do a kiss goodbye, and it was a older person, and you know how like their skin gets like this soft, shiny, and the finger skin kind of all matches up, like there's not separate. Well, it got a good grip on her lips, and when she did the kissy noise, it sounded pretty juicy, like okay. So I won't do that. We will read one oracle card, because, well, 1, they're pretty, and 2, they haven't let us down so far. They've been just beautiful little things to say. All right, so before I do that, though, I'm going to tell you what happened to me tomorrow, or yesterday. What happened to me tomorrow? I can't tell you yet what happened to me tomorrow. That would be giving it away. But yesterday I took a walk, and I was in the big park close to my house, and I saw many people, but I saw one lady who looked like she was picking up dog poop, and I saw there was no dog, and she looked about a decade older than me, and I knew I was going to walk close to her, so I wanted to say something disarming, but then also funny, and sometimes I don't read the crowd real well, but this time I nailed it, and I was like, hey lady, what are you doing? It looks like some witchy stuff to me, and she laughed, and then she told me about a birthday party and a theme and squirrels, and she was getting acorns and leaves, and I was like, okay. And I said, the last thing I took from this park was pine resin, and to make pine salve. And anyway, We went on our way. She got in her car, and I guess she did a Yui, drove right back by me and said, "Hey, would you be interested in being a part of a goat milking collective?" And I said, "Tell me more." I was like, I am in a position to say yes to everything until it's a no. So I gave her my number, and what a way to pick up a guy though, you know, hey, give me your number and I'll let you milk my goats. Ooh, there's a pretty one. There's an owl. I'd really love to grab an owl one, but maybe there's an owl deeper. Oh, I see it. I see the card I want. Oh, oh, there's a lion on it. Is that a unicorn? There's a unicorn, a lion, a butterfly, and two hummingbirds, and flowers, and a lady with a child. That lady's third eye's lit up too. And her heart, you could see something on her heart. Oh boy, okay, this card's doing a lot. Amaru, beautiful place. Amaru, beautiful place. 26. I don't know if that number means. I haven't read the numbers on the other ones. What a terrible tarot. Tarot bowl. What was our unlock the good in your memories? Let's see. A beautiful place. An outcome is available to you that is more beautiful than what you currently envision. Meeting practical concerns with grounded presence is attracting abundant assistance, leading you beyond limitations of thought into the perfection of the divine wishes for you and our world. The exquisite manifestations you long to birth into the world are not only possible, but part of your spiritual purpose and personal responsibility to create and become. Value and express your uniqueness as an offering of participation and nourishment for the collective. I feel that nowadays. Be encouraged into optimism as you realize your innate power to create sacred space and protect sacred place. Oh man. How does that relate to what we were doing? I mean, it's beautiful, but how does it relate to us? Dun, 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 dun. It does say, it's like it's talking about getting started and taking these steps, these creative steps, because what you're creating, this is kind of telling us why that of all of this, because all these original cards that we just went through are basically saying, hey, you've got something you're holding on to. It's time to share it. It's time to unlock it. It's time to take the steps to do it. And then this beautiful Amaru was saying, we need it. The rest of us need what you have. Are you willing to share? I'm ready for it. And yeah, that's it. That's the message. Okay. I love you. I accept you. I want to give you a big, energetic hug. Oh, my good side. Okay. Have a great day, and I will talk to you soon.